Yo, what's up, guys? So in this video today, we're going to be talking about how to stop binge eating while eating medical medium. How to stop binge eating while eating medical medium. The reason why I wanted to talk about this topic today is because I've had a lot of conversations with women that they struggle to lose weight using medical medium protocols. And one of the main reasons why they do is because they run into the issue of wanting to binge eat while following medical medium because of at the end of the day, they kind of feel restricted when it comes to the foods that they're eating. And so I wanted to make a training on this particular topic to help those kinds of women eating the medical medium way that are struggling to lose weight because of binge eating. Okay, so let's dive right in. So binge eating, it isn't a willpower issue. It really isn't. It's a biological response to deprivation and adrenaline. Okay, and most women binge because their body is trying to survive, not sabotage themselves. So within this training, what I really want you to do is really understand that everything that I'm going to tell you, you can start doing today. So that way you can stop the binge eating and finally get to where you want to be, specifically when it comes to losing the weight using medical medium. All right. So here's how to stop the cycle at the root. Okay. So number one, binges start with under eating. Okay. Skipping meals, eating too light, avoiding carbs. This drains glucose and forces the body to run on adrenaline, and adrenaline creates urgency, and urgency creates binges. All right, binges are delayed survival or a delayed survival response. So here's the thing: it's like in order for you to lose weight, yes, you need to be eating a certain amount of food per day. So you need to be understanding the intake that you should be intaking in terms of food, calories, in order for you to start to see the weight drop. Okay, but also, at the same time, you need to make sure that you're eating the medical medium way so that way you're healing at the same time. You're healing your liver, you're detoxing while also dropping the weight at the same time. It is possible, okay? Most women, when they follow medical medium, they gain weight. It's because they're focusing so much on the healing sides of things, which is great. I love that you are doing that. But I think they eat too much of the healing foods to the point where they are gaining weight throughout the process. Okay, you're still healing, but you're gaining weight throughout the process. Okay, there's a way to heal and lose weight at the same time. So you need to be understanding how much you should be eating in order for you to eat in alignment with your goals, so that way you can heal and also lose weight at the same time. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is medical medium weight loss requires glucose, okay? Fruits, potatoes, squash, dates, honey, these aren't necessarily triggers, they're stabilizers, okay? Clean critical carbs. So like we all know, like they all lower adrenaline, it calms cravings, prevents rebound hunger, and supports the liver. So it's more satiating to have more of those glucose-rich foods, so that way you're not always wanting to binge and have all of the fun foods and wanting to have the troublemakers. So if you're not eating enough, that could cause a trigger for you to want to have things that aren't necessarily medical medium into basically you wanting to binge, right? So maybe you need to be eating a little bit more without you even realizing. Okay, when glucose is steady, binges fade. Stable blood sugar equals stable behavior. Okay. Number three, fear around food fuels the cycle. Okay, labeling foods as bad keeps the nervous system on edge. Okay, restriction creates obsession. When food feels scarce, the body pushes for access. Permission removes urgency. When nothing is forbidden, binges lose power. At the end of the day, here's the thing, like with our clients, we don't necessarily tell them, hey, these are the foods that you can only eat every single day and you can't have anything else outside of this list. No, because we believe that can lead into eating disorders. We never want you to feel restricted. Obviously, we want to make sure that you're choosing the best foods for you in your healing journey, but also at the same time, it's like, we understand we're human beings. We understand that there's going to be times where you go on vacation. There are special events that pop up. Families in town, and we never want you to feel as though that you need to be perfect every single day. That's the furthest from the truth. We want you to be consistent and making the best decisions possible moving forward for you, right? And so nothing's off limits. It's more so just a matter of let's make the best decision moving forward for ourselves and making sure that you're on this healing path for a reason, and you need to ask yourself, okay, what is it that you really want for yourself in this moment? Short-term gratification when it comes to this particular food, or do you want to continue healing? And there's no right or wrong answer here. It's more so what is it that you want out of your life and how do you want to live it? Okay. Number four, emergency hunger needs immediate fuel. When a binge urge hits, Your body isn't asking for discipline, it's asking for fast, clean energy. Okay? Best tools. So fruit smoothies is a great one my wife and I actually do every single morning after we have our lemon water and celery juice. Fruit smoothies, they keep you satiated for a long duration of time, especially because it's like we use a frozen fruit. So like the coldness actually keeps you full for a longer duration as it sits in your stomach. Dates with fruit, I actually put dates in my smoothie. Potatoes, sweet potatoes steamed, and even fresh juices. Feeding early prevents losing control later. So keeping yourself satisfied right from the get-go out of the day versus, a lot of people intermittent fasting, right? A lot of people are doing that nowadays, and that can actually lead into binge eating because you get to the point where you're starving and you want to have everything you want within your eating window, and all of a sudden you tend to overeat, and all of a sudden you gain weight even while intermittent fasting, right? So you just need to understand how to keep your body satiated so that way those urges don't come back into your life. Okay, feeding early prevents losing control later, and respond fast, not forcefully. All right, number 5, the last one. Healing the binge cycle is about safety. The goal isn't to never binge again. The goal is to create a body that no longer needs to. Okay, enough food, enough carbs, enough consistency, enough calm. At the end of the day, you just need to listen to your body. Give it what it specifically needs. And sometimes we just don't know what it needs or what your body is actually saying to you. So my goal with this is to kind of shine some light on like, okay, this is what it actually means when your body needs more glucose, when it needs maybe to eat a little bit less food so that way you're not overdoing it, right? So it's really just a matter of, especially on this healing journey and fitness journey, it's awareness. Having the awareness to understand what to do next, that will get you to where you specifically want to be. And that's why, coaching is such a great route, because that you only learn from having a coach, right? So that's how binge eating resolves naturally without fighting yourself. So the final truth here, okay, quick training today. Perfection creates pressure. Restriction creates rebellion. Consistency and nourishment creates safety. And a safe body doesn't hold weight or binge. So let me see. Get rid of that. At the end of the day, it's really just a matter of making sure that you are listening to your body, having the awareness to continue to move forward, and not putting so much weight and pressure on yourself to be perfect. Have the awareness to know what to do moving forward. And if you have any questions at all on any of this, you can always message my wife and I on Instagram. So at the.monson.family, so the Monson family. And we'd be more than happy to see if we can help. Other than that, guys, that is it. That is all. Hope you guys got some value from this training today, and we'll see you in the next one.